Ever since the Grim Reaper became Jack's pet, he developed a strange habit. Every time he left the house, he'd wedge a pen refill into the door. But one day after school, Jack came home to find the refill snapped in half. He froze, afraid to show any reaction, terrified that the truth about him owning a death god might be exposed. At that moment, the Grim Reaper kept pestering him for apples. Jack ignored him, pretending to focus on his homework. He knew that any interaction with the Reaper would immediately tip off the police watching him that Jack was the serial killer they'd been hunting. Even though the police had their suspicions, days of surveillance yielded nothing. Jack remained calm and flawless. Just as they were about to clear him of suspicion, Charlie, one of the investigators, voiced his doubts. He pointed out that Jack hadn't used the death note once during the week of surveillance, which ironically confirmed his guilt. Only the killer would be that careful. But Charlie's theory soon collapsed. Another criminal had just died of sudden cardiac arrest, clearly judged by the Grim Reaper. Meanwhile, Jack was caught on camera munching on chips and diligently doing his homework. Charlie began to question everything. Had his deductions been completely wrong? He decided to reanalyze the case. What no one realized was that Jack had orchestrated everything from the start. He used the Reaper's obsession with apples to identify blind spots in the surveillance. Then, with a phone and the death note hidden inside a bag of chips, he executed his plan right under the police's noses. Jack's mastery of counter-surveillance turned the entire investigation team into unwitting alibi witnesses. He had completely outplayed Charlie. Just as Jack and the Reaper were about to celebrate, Charlie, still stuck in his dead-end investigation, received a mysterious call. It was from Julie, the wife of the detective Jack had previously killed. Seeking revenge, she kidnapped Jack's girlfriend and lured him to an art museum packed with cameras. There, she revealed her real name to Jack, daring him to use his powers to kill her and prove he was the Death Note's owner. Jack denied everything. Suddenly, sirens blared. Jack's girlfriend seized the moment, broke free, and ran toward him only to be shot by Julie, dying instantly. Jack appeared to be the ultimate victim. Overwhelmed by guilt, Julie took her own life. But what Julie never knew was that everything had gone exactly as Jack planned. The moment she claimed to be the detective's wife, Jack remembered the church mentioned in the dying detective's final moments. He had already tracked down Julie's name and written a detailed scenario in the death note. Under its influence, Julie kidnapped Jack's girlfriend, believed she had accidentally killed her, and then committed suicide out of remorse. Even the girlfriend's death was scripted. Jack had written that she'd be held hostage at the museum, try to escape when the police arrived, and died protecting him. The Grim Reaper, hearing the full story, was in awe. And Jack's ultimate goal? To win his father's sympathy and secure a spot on the investigation team.